some things are considered too taboo to talk about on social media, I say fuck it. Because those taboo things are the things that people really need to talk about the most because it could save a life. Um, so we don't talk about self sabotage, self harm, um, not eating enough, eating too much. Um, so I'm bringing this up because I have been struggling a lot lately. Um, it's easier to fall back in bad habits than it is to recover and be better. So, I don't know. I feel like it's impossible sometimes. Like, it's like, do I even deserve recovery at this point? My mind is so weak that I just keep relapsing. I don't understand why. I don't know why. If you would ask me, I would say I don't know because the thing is, I I could not vouch for myself at all when it comes to that. I know what I'm doing, and I know it's bad, and I know that I'm a danger to myself. Not enough to go to the mental hospital, but I know that I'm a danger to myself, and I know that everyone's mad at me whenever I relapse, and I get it. I understand why. I understand why they're mad because I do it to myself, and I get it. The thing is, I can't stop. I can't. Every time I do stop, I just fall back in. Why is that? Tell me, why is that? Why does that happen? I know it's an addiction, but I've overcome so much in my life. I don't need something else to, like, I don't need this. I don't. I thought I beat this already a long time ago, but back in 2018 is when it got bad, and is when my parents actually found out. My mom caught me when I was 19. She had caught me purging. She doesn't remember this. I don't know, understand why, but it's okay. I mean, it's not like it matters. But she had caught me purging when I was 19, and that was the end of that. Like, we didn't do anything else because I stopped. It's like a magic pill. I mean, that I took. I just stopped, and I didn't start up for a while. But in 2018, it got really bad. Everything turned to shit. You know, my whole life was out of control. I couldn't do it. I couldn't live like that anymore. I had to do something. I had to take control, and that was the only way I knew how, was to relapse. So I did, and I got better. Then I would do it again. Then I would get better. And it was literal insanity. It didn't stop. It was a never-ending cycle, and it's bad. It was bad, and it still is bad. Ever since 2018, I can't get over myself. I can't take control of the wheel. You know, it is so hard. And if people only knew how hard it is to overcome an eating disorder, you would you would have a little empathy. I mean, I'm not looking for sympathy, but I'm looking for fucking empathy. Like, everyone wants to be mad at me for hurting myself, but it's not my fault. Eating disorders are a mental illness. They are a disease. There's a genetic component tied within them. And I know where I got it from. My aunt. I'm not going to say her name for privacy reasons because I don't want people knowing who she is. Well, I don't want her knowing that I just spilled her guts. So, but that's where I got it from. And it's going to, the cycle won't end with me. I'm telling you right now, that's what scares me. It scares me to see my nieces and nephews start to feel like they might start to, sorry, I can't talk. It's like they might go down that road, like they start talking about their body. And once they do, I'm like, please shut up. Not in a bad way, not in a mean way, but like, I don't want you to go down that road. I don't want you to go down the road that I'm going down right now, that I've been going down for all my life. I don't want you to go down that road. That is not for you. That is not a road for you. I refuse to let you go down that road. You're not going down with me. No. Those are my babies. All of my nieces and nephews, they're all my babies from all my sisters. And none of them are going down that road. I refuse. I'm going to nip it in the bud before it happens. Anyway, yeah, it just gets worse and worse. From 2018 to now, it's just been getting worse and worse and worse. I was hospitalized June 29th. I was admitted to the hospital, the medical hospital, for severe malnutrition. I know, look at me, I'm not emaciated, but you know what? Fuck you, because you don't have to be emaciated to be malnourished. You don't have to be emaciated to have an eating disorder. You don't have to be emaciated to have anorexia. Did you know that? There's a thing called atypical anorexia, which is what I have, binge purge subtype. Yeah, you don't have to be emaciated to have anorexia. Sorry, my mouth is really dry. Anyway, so what was I talking about? Oh yeah, I was hospitalized June 29th and discharged July 2nd because I told her I was eating, which I was kind of eating. I was also like throwing up in the hospital, which is bad, I know. But I was honest with her and told her. So she made me stay another day. But it's messed up. Like, people with eating disorders, all they do is lie. That's all I do is lie. I tell people I'm better. I tell people I'm recovered. I tell people I'm eating. I tell people I'm. It's just, why? Why do we lie? It's part of the disease. It's part of the illness. Lying is part of it. That's the biggest thing. It's a family issue. It's a family disorder. It's not just you going through it. It's your whole family. Your whole family is suffering because of you. Well, because of it. Sorry, not because of you, but because of it. You're not the reason they suffer. It's not your fault. But, yeah, I can't do it anymore. I can't do this again. I can't do this to my family. I can't do this to my boyfriend. I can't do this to anybody. It hurts everybody around me. I can't do it. I'm gonna have to stop. And even though it's hard as hell, I don't know how to stop, to be honest. I've tried to stop. That's where I get stuck. I need assistance to help me stop. My doctor, when I was in the hospital, offered to send me to inpatient in an eating sort of clinic, treatment center. I couldn't do it. I can't. I have too much people relying on me. I have dogs. If you can hear them snoring right now, I have 4 Frenchies that I have to take care of every night and every day. I can't do that right now. It's too much. But, so I said no. I said, I can't. I said, I literally can't. I'm sorry. I wish I could have, because if I did, then I would be in better shape. I would be able to recover, or at least I'd have a higher chance of being able to recover. I have never been to an eating disorder treatment center. I've been to mental hospitals that treat for eating disorders, but I've never been to eating disorder treatment center. And mental hospitals make it worse almost. It's like, because they don't get it. Because mental hospitals aren't for that. Mental hospitals are for other mental illnesses like depression or suicidal tendencies and schizophrenia, stuff like that. So I never really got help. I see a therapist every Thursday, but not getting help is making me worse. It's only making me worse. I don't know what to do. Anyway, I'm making this video because I know that there are a lot of people like me out there who are struggling, and you need to hear this. It is not your fault, and you are worth it. And for people who don't know anything about it, it is not about being skinny. It is not about thinking you're fat. It is not about food. It looks like that from the surface. It is not like that. That is not how it is. That is not what it means to have an eating disorder. Like, it's so much more complex than that. It's so much more thorough than that. And messy. It is fucking messy. But I don't know. I guess life is hard for everybody. It's not harder for anybody than anybody else. It's not easier for anybody than anybody else. It is hard, and that's just the bottom line. We have to learn to not fall back when life gets hard. In any addiction, we have to learn to be okay. Not just for us, but for the people who care about us. We have to learn. And we have to just work on ourselves. I've tried working on myself for the longest time, and it's not working, but hopefully eventually something will happen if I just keep going and don't give up. And I encourage you not to give up either. Your life matters just as much as anybody else's life. Your life matters. Your life so matters.